So, I will tell you this, something I learned a long time ago when it comes to the Gypsy Kings. Either you know or you don't. And for those of you that don't know, I suggest that you learn as much as you can about the Gypsy Kings. It will change your life. I'm going to leave it at that. Today, while I was doing some cardio, I was just listening to some Gypsy Kings. It keeps me moving. And if you guys don't know about them, please. And I will tell you, I don't want to get a little emotional right now, but the guy who turned me on to the Gypsy Kings, God rest his soul, Cousin Michael, we were somewhere, and he said, I need you to listen to this. Changed my life. And ever since then, when I meet people, if they know about the Gypsy Kings, I look at you differently. So I'm going to tell you. Anyway, it's for me to say that it's a... Did you just blow the Aztec death whistle? Oh, no, wait. Okay. Hold it.
No, I did that because there's people in the chat trying to troll and say...
You purchased the Aztec death whistle. That is one of the most psychotic things that you could purchase. Jesus Christ.
So I have to admit that I didn't purchase this.
It was a gift?
And I don't know where, but Rehab found this.
Well, you know what they say about finding the Aztec death whistle.
He didn't buy it. He found this.
Whenever you find it, you leave it where it is. You never remove the Aztec death whistle. If you purchase it, that's one thing. But if you're somewhere and you see the death whistle, you leave it. Why would anybody touch the Aztec death whistle? It makes no sense. Okay, that's it. I can't do this right now. This is too much. Cheese and crackers, man. That's bananas. The Aztec death whistle. Well, wow. That's one way to. That's one way to.
That's because people were saying, "Oh, we can't hear you."
That's one way to start the evening. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I have so much to get to. First of all, let me just say to each and every one of you, as I say it often, this is absolutely an honor and privilege to be here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I take nothing for granted. It's an honor to be sitting next to this man, the living legend, right here. It is my profound honor to be sitting next to you and sharing this experience, which we have now deemed the greatest show on earth every Thursday evening. Where else you're going to be besides with these two guys right here? Where else you're going to be? Well, obviously nowhere else because you're with us. Now, there's a lot to get to, a lot to talk about. I want to right out of the gate because as I look down to my left, I see the actual death note. I don't want to touch it. I'm concerned.
Well, if you touch it, you can
I'm not touching the death note. I'm not going to touch.
All right,
the
hold on,
death
wait.
note.
I just gotta pause for 1 second, guys. I need the mods to answer this because I don't trust anyone right now. Why are people saying the mic is muted? Is this a troll? I have not touched the volume of this mic in literally years. Okay, so it's not muted. It's good. It's working fine.
I don't know what to tell
so then this is what I want you to do then. Anyone who says muted, it's low, anything, I want you to ban them for the rest of the stream. Okay? Thank you.
Get out. Get the fuck out.
All right, do a 10-minute first. That's too harsh. Do a 10-minute.
That's nice. All right, now, couple things. I want to let you know where I am with Death Note.
Okay. What episode are you on?
I'm on 11.
I'm on episode 30.
No, but here's the thing, though, and I've talked to you about this, and I'm doing this on purpose. I'm kind of slow walking the series because I know what's going to happen. I get mental, and I'm going to finish it in 2 days. I don't want to do that. So this week, though, because of World Cup and some other stuff going on, I probably was going to get a few more in, but I didn't do that. With that being said, I am still continue to be incredibly impressed. The writing is great. The story is incredible, and I get it. I really get why. I really get why people are saying this is, if not the best, one of the best. Yeah. And I will tell you this, and I said it last week to each and every one of you. If this is any indication, and you're telling me, and I believe you guys, because you did say this one is phenomenal. If you're telling me, hey, Wad, watch this, this, and this, I'm going to watch more anime. If it's like this, I'm watching more. Because this is amazing shit, dude. I will be watching more.
There's only 34 episodes or 37 episodes.
I think something like that, 37.
So
I don't
I'm
know.
on 30, and I'll be done soon.
Oh, you're moving along. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lock in this weekend, and I'm gonna try to knock out like 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it this weekend. I'm gonna sit down, Mom. So I'm watching it with Mom. She's enjoying it very much. So I got Mom looped in with with Light and L and the whole crew over there.
Yeah.
So that's going well.
Guys, I don't understand, man. Like, are you guys is this just like a big troll to you, dude?
Yeah, they have nothing better to do.
You've been for 20 minutes saying we can't hear you.
There's just nothing better to do.
What do you mean you can't hear?
We're trying to get this thing started. We're trying to get going here. We have a lot of shit to get to.
What is that noise?
Hold on a second. We have a lot of crap to get to, okay? And we got to stop, we're starting and stopping because of some nonsense. I mean, it just makes you feel better. That's good for you. I like some of the moves that the Knicks have made.
Which ones?
Well, they signed Drummond.
Yeah.
And they're looking at what's his name, Valanciunas.
Yeah.
And also what's his name? Got let go, and I think the Knicks are looking at him. Hold on a second. I'm drawing.
I think Drummond is a fine replacement.
I'm drawing a blank here.
They're gonna miss Mitchell Robinson, but
DeMar DeRozan.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think he's.
Oh my God.
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying. I think that's. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but he is a free agent.
I don't know why any team at this point would want DeMar DeRozan.
And they sign all of these guys at these league minimums. So Mitchell Robinson's getting 17 a year, something like that, whatever it is. All of these guys, like combined, it's like 15 mil. So I think they did a good move. I think the replacements are good. Now the last piece of the puzzle is when LeBron joins them. Now we're gonna have the king in the true king in New York, and that's gonna be it. So that's it. What do you think of that? Are you not?
I'm putting my money on LeBron is joining the Sixers. That is my money. He's gonna join the 76ers.
I'm going with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If he
that's a good team over there though. That Cleveland team.
Dude, any team with James Harden is not a good team, bro. I
don't know.
James Harden, dude.
They went to the East Finals. Got to give them that much. They went to the. I mean, listen. I know they got beat, but they went to the finals. So. And that's it. So listen, we're gonna see what happens. I gotta tell you, man, I'm very excited. By the way, we have to discuss this too, my friend. By the way, this is very nice.
Appreciate it.
What is this piece of Jesus? That's very, whatever that is. I don't know. That's
it's like a quarter zip.
I know it's whatever it is. It's very nice. With that being said, I don't know. Did you discuss at all? I mean, I'm sure you did, but I want to give my 2 cents on the evening the day that we had at the at
what did you think about watching a soccer game?
What did you think about that? I gotta tell you something, man. I'm not a soccer guy at all. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, we're not.
The World Cup, though, I have to say, we've all been very invested. We've been enjoying it. I cannot believe how tragically, USA got beat. That was, I don't want to talk about that. That was pretty fucking bad.
That was disgusting.
And by the way, that goalkeeper should never go near another goal for the rest of his life. That guy should go get a new job, go do something else, go work, go become a longshoreman, get an accounting degree, do something, bro. because I don't know what the fuck's going on with that guy. You mean to tell me we don't have people in this country that can a better goaltender? We don't got somebody living in this country. I don't know, from maybe Venezuela, Ecuador, somebody who could stick in that goal. I don't know, but Jesus Christ, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. That guy looked totally out of sorts. Anyway, I don't want to. Anyway, it's over.
Sorry, I'm trying to sign to YouTube so we can watch this.
Anyway, it's over. It's over and done with. Now I'm just saying. Now I'm thinking Argentina's going to win the whole thing.
Argentina.
Yeah, I'm just thinking Argentina's going to win the whole thing.
Dude, I don't.
But we went so not being a fan of the soccer, or some of you call it the football. This was an amazing experience, and I got to tell you, man. The stadium was about 75% Brazil, and then
yeah, it was mostly Brazil.
It was mostly Brazil. I got to tell you, man, the fucking vibe was tremendous in this place. I mean, people were just super cool. It was a good vibe. I have a friend of mine who works there, and he said the same thing, because they've had multiple games there. He said the people have been incredible. You know what I asked him? I said, "What do you think about what would you rather work? Do you rather work World Cup or a Giants game?" He went, "Or a Jets game." He goes, "Are you fucking serious?" He goes, "It's not even close." He goes, "They're fucking." He goes, "Giants and Jets like fucking lunatic animals." He goes, "This FIFA, you had people from all over the world. There wasn't an incident in the whole place." I go, well, "That's what happens. These fucking morons with the tailgating, with the football, they get in there, they start beating the shit out of each other, throwing shit at each other, jumping on each other. It's nuts." Because every week he tells me a new story. He goes, "These people are from all over the fucking world." He goes, "There wasn't not one thing." Like, I go, "There you go. That's all you need to know." So it was great. I equate this a little bit to what, like, kind of how we're feeling about everything. I actually grew up watching. I liked hockey growing up. I mean, I went to Ranger games with my dad, like when I was young, and
But hold on though.
Yeah, the
thing about football though is you get fucked up.
Well, I don't get fucked.
Well, you don't. But a lot of people tailgate.
Well, I mean, they're there 4 or 5 hours before. They're blind drunk.
So they're getting blind drunk.
You get in there, you're acting like a horse's ass.
Well, that's what it is, and that's. I don't think that's. I don't think that's the culture for.
No, but
soccer.
No. I mean, but there were people having a good time, dancing, singing, the whole thing. You know what I mean? So my point that I'm trying to make though is when it comes to like NHL, like with hockey. I do enjoy watching some playoff hockey, but I will tell you this, and I feel the same way about soccer. When you're watching it live, it's totally different. When you're watching hockey live and you're watching soccer live, when you're physically there, it's a very different game, man. It's a very different game. So I'm looking forward to watching more of the games. I watched France today. I watched France when I was. I watched a little bit.
France looks OP.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of France today, but I'm really enjoying this, and it's been great, and I'm looking forward to watching more of the games. And the funny thing is, you go out to these places, these bars in the middle of the day are fucking crowded with people, with the jerseys on and everything. It's a very cool and different vibe, and I love that it's here, and it's very neat. So yeah, so that's the story.
Dude, I can't figure this fucking thing out, man.
Uh-oh.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
What in the actual fook? Yankees had a big win today. I put them on reluctantly. It was a day game, so I watched a little bit of it. They scored like 12 runs, but I'll tell you, man, they are anemic, that team. They can't score. It's terrible. The pitching is questionable, but these guys can't hit. It's like they got a AAA team. Everybody's hurt. Who the fuck knows? I mean, some guys are starting to come back now. I don't want to talk about the Yankees. Anyway, so that's it, man. So,
guys, does anybody know how to? I try to sign to YouTube. It says in 5 hours you'll receive a link to sign into your account. What the fuck does that mean?
That sounds like some sketchy shit to me.
What do you mean in 5 hours?
I gotta be perfectly blunt. That sounds sketchy to me. That sounds like a weird scenario. I'm sorry. Can I just, while we're doing this, there's something I have to just address and talk about, if you wouldn't mind. I get asked a lot about the tattoos, and what they represent, what they mean. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of ignore it. But I got messaged by a bunch of people today, and they're like, "Could you?" And I'm like, I'll address it like maybe like on stream.
What?
Because people ask me and they think it's like gibberish. Not for nothing, but I don't want to put you on the spot. But when we did that thing about who knows Wad the best or whatever, I mean nobody knew my tattoos. It's like 3 words on each one of my arms. I understand it's not your business to really study everything about me, but I was a little surprised, to be honest with you. And Jake said the craziest shit. I don't know what Jake said. Jake said crazy shit. Hold on a second.
Yeah, all right then. I mean,
all right. So the one on the left arm, it says "No Ordinary Love." For some of you that are in the know, you know who Sade is. You know the song "No Ordinary Love." That was sort of like with me and Mom. That was sort of our unofficial song because it came out the year we were married, and it was a special song. So on this arm, it says "No Ordinary Love" here, and then some time went by, and I got this one. This one says "Brothers by Choice," and I'm going to tell you the story why I have this on my arm. I probably have talked about it before. I got that when my cousin Michael passed away, because what had happened was, my cousin Michael, my other cousin, and buddies of mine. Everybody had brothers growing up, and I didn't have a brother. I had 2 sisters, and we were like in high school, And I remember we were talking. We were at the beach or whatever, and I said to him, it'd be really cool if I had a brother. I go, you have a brother? I go, this one. He didn't have a great relationship with his brother, but that's neither here nor there. And all my buddies I grew up with, they all have brothers. And he looked at me and he got so. He got really offended that I didn't think of him as a brother or say that to him, and he got really upset. And then he went into this whole thing, and I'll never forget it. He said to me, he goes, there are people that they have brothers, they have sisters, they have family, whatever the case may be, and he said, we can't pick our family, right? He said, you can't pick your brother, you can't pick your sister, And he said, for us, though, he said, we're brothers by choice. And that stuck in my head. I never forgot it. It was so powerful. And then when he passed away, I just, that always was with me, and brothers by choice. And that's why I got that for him. And it means a lot to me. So that's why. So those are my two tattoos. I wanted to share that because a lot of people were asking about it. What happened? Is there a problem with the YouTubes? Is there a problem with the tubes?
No, I figured that out, but I just noticed. I just looked in the thing. Just noticed your haircut.
Well, what happened? What do you mean? Notice my hair?
Just noticed.
I've been getting my hair. I've been getting my haircut every. We go to Pete. You got a nice haircut. They trim the beard.
I'm noticing you got a little different haircut here.
So you think it's a little different, huh?
Well, I think it's different.
Right.
You literally have a fade.
Can I just tell you?
What do you mean? Can I just tell you?
Can I just tell you something?
You have a fade.
So Pete. So what? We love Pete so much. Pete's our guy. Pete's I'm gonna tell you right now. When you think of us and all your crew and your guys, Matt and everybody, Rehab and the whole crew, and then you got obviously you got Raph and Nick and Jake. Pete is part of you don't see him, but Pete is so important to all of us. We love him. He's amazing. So what happened was we had a little bit of a different schedule this week. I actually saw him this morning. No, but what he says is interesting. He looks at me, he goes, "Oh, you want the same thing?" And I go, "Yeah." But sometimes he doesn't always give me the same thing. He kind of does a little bit what he wants, and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And I look. So today I kind of looked at it and I was like, "Wow, it's a little aggressive."
I mean, he gave you a fade.
When you keep saying he gave you a fade, what are you talking about? He's been doing this. It's a little shorter though.
I've never seen this.
You've never seen this. You think this is a bit much then?
I don't think anything's a bit much. I'm a fan of the fade.
You think this is a little hardcore?
I've been getting the same haircut.
You think this is a little hardcore though?
For 9 years, but
wait, hold on a second.
actually, wait. 2012. I've been getting the same haircut since for 14
So
years.
you think my fight against the carbs? You think that's easy in my house? Are you seeing this, brother? And it's flavored. It's got the.
But the thing is, when you're locked in, you don't even.
I know you're right. That's why.
Like you don't even.
Wait, I want to say.
You know
Hold on.
I
want to say because Mom just sent me something. So I want to tell Mom I love her.
Mom.
Want to tell her I love her, and I appreciate it. And you're killing me with that. So. Anyway.
Mom, look away. Look away.
Stop. Come on. That's crazy. Now, anyway, no, the running gag is, here's the running gag in my house. So since the spring, I've been, what happened? It's a running, what, it's not?
No, I blew the whistle.
Are you?
And there were so many people that said, what the fuck?
No,
and I don't know what made me laugh about this.
It's very jarring, dude. What? It's very jarring. I don't think that's. You gotta be careful with that. Anyway, what happened was.
I gotta tell you something. Oh no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying since the spring, for the last few months, I've been eating a certain way and I lost some weight. Now, so Mom she's very, she's a great cook. She bakes. I mean, it's incredible. And some of you maybe some of your families are doing this. She makes these amazing sourdough bread. When I tell you it's amazing.
Look, can we not talk about sourdough bread, man?
I'm gonna get off the subject in a second.
Fuck!
It is the most incredible. Like she'll make 3-4 loaves at a time, different flavors like herbs and it's amazing. And this is like, you have to really be disciplined because the smell just coming from the kitchen it's insane. And what doesn't help matters is this, by the way. We have this thing in the kitchen where we keep the butter in, and so it's not refrigerated, and it's like in this thing and it's very warm. So you could just grab butter and just put it on, I've had a couple of relapses though. I had a couple. Once you're locked in, it's okay. But long story short, she's incredibly talented with this stuff, and she just every once in a while, just to tease me a little bit, she sent me a picture of the brand new one that she just made, and the crust on the outside is like fucking crazy. Anyway, God bless, and I'm locked in right now, so it's fine. But what were you gonna say? There was something else you were gonna say about this here, or?
Yeah, no, I got to work.
Okay.
So we're good. I had to sign into a different browser, so we're good. I signed in. There is a brand new Dr. Insanity which was spammed at me today because
people were telling me
this one's
nuts.
really good.
People were telling me it's off the charts.
I feel like we always say that though because they are.
But everyone is.
They're good.
Do they miss or what? They don't miss.
But this one was like, yo, you guys should really. And then I got a bunch of other ones too.
Let's go, man.
People.
Hey, big shout out to the 13,000 plus joining us this evening.
13,000.
Okay. So. Sorry. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much for being here with us. And there's no place on the planet Earth I would rather be than right here with my man and with you. So that's why we're here. Love you guys.
No place on Earth?
No, what do you mean?
No place in the entire universe?
Wait, I'm being sincere though. I love being here with you. I love doing this. I love this.
I know Italy's pretty fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying Italy.
I like Italy.
No, there's a time for Italy. No, there's a time for that. But Thursdays, where else you gonna be? Come on.
No, yeah, I literally, I was saying this. I
love being here with you, man. I love this. I mean,
I said this last week. I was like, no, it's just fire to be able to stream.
Oh, And I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't share this with you.
Yeah.
I didn't share this with you. This week, I'm gonna try to explain as quickly as I can. This week, I went to visit a friend of mine that I used to work with. And I was a sales guy, and he was one of the offices that I called on. You know how that works? Like, you have like a territory, and you go around and everything else?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta tell you, man, I picked him up, and we went to lunch, but I stopped up into the office. I gotta tell you, man, I don't miss that shit one fucking bit. I don't like someone goes, hey, man, I don't miss it. And I think about it, and I'm like, God bless you guys, but I'm so blessed, and I love being here with you, and we do our thing, and that's it. So, with that being said, I just wanted to point that out. So what anything, movies, sports, anything related that you want to make a comment about? I don't really have I don't have too much regarding that other than Death Note. I'm locked in with the sports, but I'm not really locked in with any shows right now.
Two movies I watched. Toner is one, and the other one is Blue Heron. Blue Herring.
I've literally have never heard these. What is this about? What is this
They're
about?
just two movies that came out this year.
Huh.
Good movies. Oh, definitely gonna see the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna see that.
That's like an epic, right? That's a big, like 3-hour big epic, right? Yeah.
And the only thing I will say this, because I obviously like I see the internet like people are trying to like hate on the movie or whatever.
You know what? You make your own decision, dude.
But this is what I was gonna say.
Just go and make your own decision.
Yeah.
Don't let people influence you. I mean, you know.
Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
Like, isn't the person who's played by the girl who was Juno?
Yeah.
Isn't that supposed to be like a big, like, strong warrior guy?
Yeah.
So, my question is, why is that character being played by?
Can I give you my?
No, a 4'11" transgender woman.
No, it's actually a trans man.
Trans man. That's my only question. I don't care about anything else. My only question is that
I'm gonna tell you.
Did you see them lined when they're standing next to each other? He or she is the smallest person there.
Well, she was well, first of all, she was
a very small girl.
She was a tiny woman, and she actually was in some very good movies, by the way. And then
she was great.
And then at some point transitioned to Elliot, and God bless. I hope everything works out. But I'm going to tell you this, man. And this is not me just pulling shit out of me, making stuff up. But with these movies, and there's rules with the Academy that in order for you to get nominated, there's certain things you have to do with these movies.
All right, I don't even. You know what?
No, I'm just.
I didn't want to open up this topic. I don't want to open this topic. All I'm saying is this. With all that being said, though, you didn't let me finish what I was saying. With all that being said, this is Christopher Nolan we're talking about right now, okay? All these people sitting on Twitter acting like this is some random... This is Christopher Nolan. He's literally one of the greatest directors ever. You think he's just gonna fucking ruin a movie because of what?
I didn't say
just to put...
No, it's probably gonna...
Hell no, bro!
No, it's probably gonna do really well, but I also... You can't deny the fact. This is not made up. It's a fact that there are certain requirements. And the reality is maybe this guy is making a few little adjustments to make sure that he gets nominated. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just making a little observation.
Well, listen, we're going to watch it and we're going to see.
There we go.
We're going to watch it, we're going to see.
There we go.
And apparently this is like the most epic movie he's ever made.
I got to give a lot. You know what's really funny? I'm going to tell you this too, which is so funny. I know with the whole big thing and the whole movie and everything, but I've been watching some stuff about Matt Damon and how he got into shape and lost the weight. Yeah. And he really got very, very, he dropped a lot of weight because, they showed him like, in between movies, hanging out, drinking, whatever, The guy had to drop like 30, 40 pounds. Yeah. And he talked about how he did it. And what's so funny is the process seemed pretty reasonable, like with the food and the workouts and everything. And I thought that was kind of neat. So anyway,
if that's your only job at the time,
yeah,
and you're already like a millionaire set for life,
yeah.
I mean,
no, I get it.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean, listen, nothing.
You should be able to lose 30 pounds.
Listen, you should be able to. There's plenty of these guys that are walking around, they're balloons, you know what I mean? They can't get them, But I know you get like in between. That's the one thing too, and we had talked about this. That's the one thing that always really impressed me about Floyd Mayweather. How a lot of these guys, get fat in between fights and they want to drink the booze and eat the shit food and get fat. Then they go into camp, they have to drop 20, 30 pounds. Floyd Mayweather always stayed in condition. Now, the flip side of that is there was this fighter from England, this guy Ricky Hatton. Very good fighter, world champion. But this guy was famous for putting on 30, 40 pounds in between fights. And the process of him losing the weight put so much strain. Like, I was like, why the fuck would you want to do that to yourself? But he loved to drink the pints. He would go into the pub, drink the pint, eat the food, put on 30, 40 pounds, and then go into camp and have to lose that weight. That is such a terrible process to put your body through. But anyway, whatever.
But you have more fun.
By the way, he passed away. You know, he died. So I don't know if the strain had something to do with it on his body, but he passed away. That's terrible. I don't know if you know about Ricky Hatton. That was crazy. But that's one thing.
Listen, would you rather have fun in life, or would you rather live an extra 10 years?
Wait, hold it.
You
though.
decide that.
Wait,
Chad.
hold on. But I'm saying I like you and I have had this discussion many, many times. The one thing I think that's helped me throughout my life. By the way, this month I'm going to be 58 years old.
Someone said, "Shit, kill me now."
Okay, very good. That's not. No, I was saying the 26th of this month I'm going to be 58 years old, and the one thing that's always gotten me from point A to point B, moving along in my whole life is I was always an 80-20 guy. Like 80% of the time I'm going to do the right thing, and then 20% of the time you have the fun, you eat the shitty food, you do whatever. But the 80-20s always work for me, and I try to encourage people to do that, you know, but not everybody listens. But, you know, it is what it is.
Like you can't go on benders for like that long.
No, I don't, and I never really did. And if I felt myself drifting, then I would bring myself back. And I think it's also it's also a discipline thing. I taught myself how to be disciplined. And that's a big part of it. But anyway, that number is that. No, I don't know. It is what it is. What do we? I want to.
You're also not like a heavy drinker. Like you'll have wine.
No, but
there's a lot of people your age that they
listen,
abuse alcohol for years.
I'm not going to get into that because I have guys like talk them to the blue in the face.
Yeah,
they don't want to fucking
drink
listen.
all day.
It's pretty scary, dude. And you're gonna tell me that's not damaging your body? Give me a fucking break.
Alcohol, smoking cigarettes, those two.
Well,
things,
first of all,
if you don't do those, you're like good.
There's no. First of all, the cigarettes. That's to me is totally insane. And then again, everything. I say a balance in life. There's no balance with cigarettes, dude. Let's be honest. You're putting that right into your lungs. I don't want to get into that. The booze and the food, you can kind of balance that. A little bit of wine here, a drink there. You know, you can recover from that. With that being said,
dude, I thought about this earlier because I was like gambling, and this was like yesterday, and I was like, dude, like, you know, I can stop gambling, but like, people who have like crazy addictions, and I started thinking about addictions, and I'm like, think about how does a person who gets like addicted to like, let's say like pills or heroin or something like that, imagine trying to live like day to day like that. Like, actually imagine that.
No.
Because we've heard people tell their stories, and half the people don't make it. But imagine you're literally addicted to something
you're trying to get through the day.
Dude, how can you live?
Well,
how can you live a regular? You can't.
You can't.
You're probably hiding this shit from everyone.
Oh my god! Well, dude, how about people how about alcoholics who they lose everything? They lose the job, then they lose the house, they lose the family. You know, this is a huge problem.
Yeah.
You know, the booze is terrible. I will tell you this though. I've known plenty of guys that have, in particular, they've lost everything because of gambling. The gambling addiction, keep betting. They lost their house, they lost their job. It's dangerous.
What
stuff.
I don't get about the gambling addiction thing is, and I've been gambling since I was able to go into a casino. But I never would go all in. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't care how much money I had, because I've gone to a casino when I had like no money to now.
I understand it.
I'd never just go all in. How do you lose all your money? Part of it. Well, you have to understand this though. I'm talking about. I'm going back 40, 30, years, 25 years. You got to understand something too. Back in the day, when gambling wasn't legal, you would have to go to an actual, what they call a bookmaker or a bookie. Yeah. And you'd have to put money with them. Bro, you get in deep with these guys, you're fucked. And then you're owing more.
And then what happens is, here's what a lot of these guys would do. They would go on the street, they'd go to a loan shark, borrow the money from a loan shark, pay off the fucking bookmaker. Now you got to pay these guys. And I'm telling you right now, those dudes, those dudes that are lending money like that, those loan sharks, those mob guys, they don't care. They don't care. It gets to a point where if you can't pay or you stop paying, they're either going to hurt you or kill you. That's it. And here's the I've heard this too. Well, why would you kill a guy if he owes you money? And even if he only pays you back a little bit of time, at least you're getting some money to send a message. To send a message. And I obviously have known guys who were loan sharks who would put money on the street. And I asked that question. They're like, hey, man, listen, because it's going to give somebody else a second thought before they actually borrow money. Because if they can't pay it back, the same shit's going to happen to you. And we don't want customers like that. Dude, this is real. I mean, I talk to these guys. It's fucking insane. So what I'm saying is, you're saying, how does that happen? It's a domino effect. I lose to the bookie. I borrow the money. I paid it. Now I got to pay this guy back. But on top of it, I'm still gambling. Because they're fucking addicts. They're nuts. It's a bad... Dude, that's a bad life, man.
I mean,
that's a bad life. And they take
God.
everything from you. It's a bad life. Those guys, you never want to get involved with those guys. Fucking ever, dude. Never. That's scary shit, I'm telling you.
I'll say this again because obviously me saying it because you see me gamble on stream but I always said this. Just gamble money like that you're expecting to lose, bro. If you're going to go to the casino, don't go into the casino and empty out your whole bank account.
Nah.
Go to the casino with, if you want to put a number to it, never more than like 1/10 of your bank account. I'll put it like that. If you're gambling half your fucking bank account, bro, you have fucking problems, or you have no bank account. Let's just be honest.
I mean, and I remember. Listen, and I've talked about this. I'm not embarrassed about it. My dad was a bookie. My dad was a bookmaker, grandpa. And here's the thing. He would always tell me. He'd have these conversations. That's why I wasn't a big gambler. He's like, listen, man. He goes, it's entertainment. It's supposed to be fun. You go down to AC. Maybe you lose a couple $100. Okay, I'm done. Go to the bar, have a drink, go see a show, go to dinner. Like, enjoy it. It's a fun experience. If you think you're going down there, he goes, the house always wins. The house always wins. The odds are set up that way. I can tell you the one game, though. The one game that pretty close to 50-50 is the one you like. Baccarat, that game.
You know what I'm up on.
I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, but I'm just telling you, breaking down the odds, that game is, if you're going to go and play, you got a reasonable shot but my point is, even if you have a good day, take the money, walk away. My friend Chris, I've told you guys this story 1,000 times. We were in Vegas, a whole bunch of us, and we would do the pool thing. We'd go to dinner, drinks, gamble, go out, and everything else. So a crew of us went. This guy goes, I'll meet you guys at dinner. He didn't come have drinks with us. He went to the craps table. He ran up like $1,000 to like 50 grand. Gave it all back. He walked away with like $2,600. He met us. He was pale, sweating. I go, what happened? He told us. We were like, are you a fucking moron? He goes, I thought I could run up to like $500,000. He said that in his head.
If you don't have a goal to what you want to do, that's gonna happen. If you go, all right, bro. If I double up, I'm done. If I do this, I'm done.
He walked.
You get to
he sat down.
Grand?
He sat down. He goes, I started with $1,000. He goes, I got it up to like 49 and change. He goes, I started losing. I started betting bigger. Boom, boom. He goes, the fucking people at the table, the workers were screaming at him to leave. The fucking pit boss goes, get out of here. What are you doing? The pit boss at the casino. Get out of here. He was yelling at him. That's it.
Guys, you know that feeling when you won a lot and then you do lose most of it or whatever, then you start telling yourself shit like, oh no, like,
oh, it was their money.
I didn't even, that wasn't even mine.
No,
like,
it was house money. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude. When you start telling yourself shit or trying to, that's when you should really.
But that story, we met him and like I could close my eyes. We sat down, we ordered, like we had like it was a steakhouse. We had like appetizers on the table. There's like 8 of us at dinner. He comes stumbling over. We thought he got into a fight. Yeah. His clothes were all crumpled. He was perspiring. He sat down and he told us. We looked at him like, you fucking moron, man. And he goes, the pit boss was screaming at me, leave, just go to dinner with your friend. Because he knew us, because we were there we were there for like a week, like 6 days, whatever it was. And the pit boss knew cousin Michael. He's like, go have dinner with your cousin. What are you doing, this fucking kid? Anyway, that's life. Listen, it's life lesson. Hopefully, you guys don't have to learn the hard way.
And hopefully, when I say this, I'm not jinxing it, but I will say, lifetime, I'm up over 200K on Baccarat in Atlantic City. I'm not.
Why would you say that?